Welcome back. The second college football playoff rankings, they're out, and the Longhorns, they're number 7, just like they were last week. Top 8, well, they remain the same, with Ohio State still number 1, Georgia number 2, Michigan 3, Ohio State 4, Florida State 4. Texas 8-1 appears to be the only hope for the Big 12 to crack the top 4, make it to the playoffs, but they really do need to win out to get some help. As for Saturday's 33-30 overtime win against K-State, well, head coach Steve Sarkisian, he's seeing some of these goals and objectives come to fruition.
What an awesome environment and atmosphere DKR was Saturday. I mean, it was absolutely rocking, and we needed our fans up until that very last play. And you know, when I took this job, I envisioned obviously us being a championship caliber team and compete for championships year in and year out. And I envisioned having one of the most intimidating places to have to play in the country. And so to have these two things happening in year 3, it's pretty special.
All right, so Coach also saying the quarterback Quinn Ewers, who's dealing with that shoulder sprain, he's throwing again. He's now day-to-day. As for our local team, well, regular season winding down for the Roadrunners, who are once again bowl eligible. Well, Roadrunners beating North Texas 37-29 in Denton, improving to 6-3 overall, a perfect 5-0 in the American Athletic Conference, the ACC. They have 3 games to go, including back-to-back games at the Dome, followed by their regular season finale at Tulane on Friday, November 24th, 2:30 p.m. live right here on KSAT12. That means that hard-hitting safety, Rashad Wisdom's college career also coming to a close. He is UTSA's all-time leader in tackles, 294. He's been thinking about these final 2 home games for quite some time.
I've been thinking about that since January, just like, dang, this is my last year. And I remember coming in here 17, not knowing anything about anything. And, you know, I mean, 5 years later, I'm about to leave here with 2 conference championships, hopefully a 3rd, hopefully a bowl win. And, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, the biggest championship of them all is graduating with my degree.
And he's right about that. Speaking of the degree, he's majoring in cybersecurity. Nearly 4.5 months ago, life changed big time for Victor Wembanyama after the Spurs drafted him number 1 overall at the Barclays Center. In Brooklyn, New York. Now he's back in the Empire State, getting ready for his first game at the world-famous Madison Square Garden. The Knicks hosting the Spurs. And due to his height and crazy basketball ability, Wemby, center of attention wherever he goes. All eyes are on him. Veteran forward Doug McDermott impressed with how this 19-year-old is really handling the limelight.
He's handling it great. He doesn't really change his demeanor much. I haven't seen it, at least. He approaches every game the same, and you know, I think he's going to remain that way. Super humble guy, and he almost doesn't like the spotlight. He just kind of ignores it. So that's always a good quality to have in a young guy.
Staying humble and staying hungry. Love to hear it. All right, as for the game, well, Spurs Knicks tomorrow, 6:30, Madison Square Garden. The Spurs say Keldon Johnson probable with a left wrist soreness. Devin Vassell upgraded from out to doubtful at left abductor strain. So they're sitting at 3-4 right now. But like I said, the best players play the best in the brightest lights. Tonight
it is true.
In New York City, it'll be quite the show.
Yep.
Cautious optimism.
Cautious.
Yeah, always. It's a long season.
It is. All right, a shaky start today in one Texas community after they had an earthquake. It hit early this morning. We'll tell you how people are reacting.
Israeli troops pushing deeper into Gaza City. I'm Inez de la Quatera in Jerusalem, and I'll have all the latest coming up.
We want to take you back to that breaking news we told you about at the top of the show. This is still going on. It is a nasty fire at the Shepherd chemical plant. This is just north of Houston. It started around 8 this morning. The San Jacinto County Office of Emergency Management saying one plant employee there at Shepherd hurt in the flames. They were taken to the hospital at last check with burns. We're told minor injuries. Now, people living within 1 mile of the plant
not only asked to shelter inside their homes, but they're also asked to turn off the air conditioning.
And the reason for that is that they believe that there's probably chemical fumes that are billowing up with these flames. And you can see this is no small problem. This smoke is billowing for miles and miles. We're probably going to hear about more precautionary measures that people around there are going to be asked to take. Already, children at a nearby school were evacuated from the school, campus closed. Other school districts sheltering in place right now, but this is not the end of the story. It's not really clear what started this fire, and it's not really clear how they're going to get this fire out. But look at the size of this smoke plume. And again, there are dangerous chemicals burning right now at this plant, and it is going all the way around the community. We're going to keep an eye on this all afternoon and bring you an update for sure, if necessary, this afternoon, as well as on KSAT12 News at 5 o'clock. Meantime, scratchy throats common this time of year, especially thanks to San Antonio's fall ragweed. But strep throat is also on the rise in the U.S., and there's an issue here because antibiotics are continuing to face a shortage. The most common antibiotic to treat strep infection is amoxicillin. And according to the Food and Drug Administration, the powder form has been in shortage for about a year. That said, capsule and tablet forms are not on the shortage list, but experts say those tablets and capsules are not suitable for many children. While anyone can get strep throat, it's the most common among kids ages 5 to 15. Symptoms include fever, sore throat, and pain when swallowing.
Well, a drug commonly used to treat breast cancer has been licensed to prevent it in England. UK health officials are licensing the repurposing of the hormone-based therapy known as Arimidex in the United States. The drug has been used as a breast cancer treatment in England for years, but has not previously been used as a preventative measure. A 2019 study found that it could actually reduce the incidence of breast cancer in postmenopausal women with a high risk of developing it by over 49% over the course of 10 years. And the first pill cleared to treat postpartum depression may be too expensive for thousands of women who need it. Zorzave was approved by the FDA back in August to help the 1 in 8 women who suffer from severe depression after giving birth. But with the price tag of nearly $16,000 for a 14-day supply when it actually reaches the market later this year, well, women's health advocates, they're concerned. An IV version of the medication has been available, but it is yet to be administered in the hospital over the course of 60 hours at an even higher cost, $35,000. The advantage of the new drug is that it's fast-acting, takes effect in as little as 3 days, but still not clear if insurance will help cover the costs.
Europe's climate monitor reports October was the warmest month on record. Scientists say the average temperature last month was 3.1 degrees Fahrenheit higher as compared to the period in the late 1800s before the start of the Industrial Revolution. October now the 5th straight month that global temperatures have hit record highs. And what's more, the EU's Copernicus Climate Change Service says 2023 is on track to be the warmest year ever.
And people in El Paso with a startling wake-up call after an earthquake shook the city for a few moments earlier this morning.
I was doing the dishes and all of a sudden I see the water just start going like that and I was like, babe, am I feeling sick? And then my phone starts pinging because I have like a Ring camera, so like the neighborhood's going off saying, oh, did anybody feel an earthquake, mini earthquake? And then like I was like, oh, that's the first time I felt an earthquake.
So the U.S. Geological Survey says a 5.3 magnitude earthquake happened around 3:27 a.m. Mountain Time. You can see the tower camera shaking in the video that we're showing you right now. People say they felt the tremor from Santa Teresa, New Mexico, all the way to Clint, Texas.
I always am fascinated by earthquakes in Texas because I hear one happened, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah.
Do I have to go to California to actually feel an earthquake?
Well, if you were a little bit closer, you would have felt that one.
I would have felt that one.
It was early, and we've actually got the where the earthquake happened pinpointed on a map. And this is a place where we saw an earthquake just a few months ago in the same spot. It's in far western Texas there, not too far from El Paso. And the magnitude, they've amended this to 5.2. It was in northeastern, or northwestern, I should say, Reeves County, right there, just west of Mentone. Now, this is a relatively unpopulated area, a reason that Again, not a lot of people felt it, but it was felt all the way out towards El Paso and probably around the Midland, Odessa area to some extent as well. It was around 4:27 Texas time or Central Time, depth was at 7.4. So just interesting there. On the scale, a somewhat moderate earthquake out in West Texas. Meantime, our clouds are beginning to clear here. The sun is popping out in San Antonio and temperatures will begin to warm up quickly. We're at 83 at 3 o'clock today, 84 our high temperature. Partly cloudy skies, and then clouds will return tonight. It becomes more cloudy, and tomorrow will be generally a cloudy day. And we're going for a cloudy stretch here. Not only that, cooler, potentially rainy as well. Cold front tomorrow makes a big change. We'll talk more about that forecast for you here in just a bit. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. Calls for a pause in fighting overridden by a desire to free the hostages believed held beneath Gaza City. ABC's Inez de la Clatera reports that Israel says its ground troops have now entered Gaza City and are fighting, quote, in the depths of the regions of the largest city.
For the first time in a decade, the Israeli military says they are fighting in the heart of Gaza City. Israel's defense forces vowing to eliminate Hamas as they continue with their military response to the October 7th terror attack, where the IDF says more than 1,400 people were killed. Military leaders releasing new videos they say show their troops inside the Gaza Strip. Despite comments from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to ABC's David Muir that Israel would remain in Gaza to enforce security after the war has ended, the U.S. insists that after the fighting stops, the IDF should not reoccupy Gaza.
Gaza cannot be continue to be run by Hamas. It's also clear that Israel cannot occupy Gaza.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken speaking in Japan with his G7 counterparts, saying they all agreed a humanitarian pause is necessary and that Israel must protect Palestinian civilians. In northern Gaza, thousands of people attempting to flee during a 4-hour safe passage window. In Gaza, over 10,300 people killed, according to the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry. Among them, roughly 4,100 children. Palestinian kids living in fear, pleading for their lives. In this video provided by the Hamas-run Ministry of Health.
We come now to shout and invite you to protect us.
On the other side of the border, there is also grief. Families of the more than 240 hostages taken during the Hamas attack, including Americans, desperate for their loved ones' return. Tom Han thought his 8-year-old daughter Emily was killed during the attack on Israel last month, but the IDF recently told him she may still be alive.
I know you can be strong. She can survive it. You will survive it.
The website Axios reports a proposal is being discussed between the U.S., Israel, and Qatar, calling for a 3-day pause where Hamas would release up to 15 hostages. Hamas would then use the pause in the fighting to verify the names of all the hostages. The White House is not commenting on that report. Inez de la Clatera, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Ivanka Trump testifying today. She had no role in her father's personal financial statements. The document's central to the civil fraud trial that could reshape former President Donald Trump's family business. Trump's elder daughter took the witness stand today at the New York trial.
Her father and her brothers, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, testified earlier. Now, Ivanka Trump has been in her father's inner circle in both business and politics, but unlike him and her brothers, she was actually dismissed as a defendant in the New York Attorney General's lawsuit. It alleges that Donald Trump's asset values were fraudulently pumped up for years on financial statements that helped him get better loans and insurance.
He and other defendants are denying any wrongdoing. Americans piling up record credit card balances, and many are falling behind on their payments. Credit card balances hit more than $1 trillion during the third quarter, leaping by a record $154 billion from the year before. That's according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's latest quarterly report on household debt and credit, which was released yesterday. The year-over-year increase, the largest since the New York Fed started tracking all this data back in 1999. The latest data showed also that the rate of households becoming delinquent in their credit cards was the highest since the end of 2011.
Walmart says it's making changes at United States stores to create a calmer experience for neurodiverse individuals with sensory disabilities. So starting on Friday, the retail giant Walmart will have sensory-friendly hours from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 7 days a week. During those time periods, stores will lower the store lights, turn off the radio, set in-store televisions to static imagery. Now, these measures meant to provide a less stimulating environment. Walmart said it learned about the benefits of these efforts during a pilot test for back-to-school shopping.
Interesting. Live look outside, very static imagery out here, just lots of clouds. Well, the cars are moving.
What do you see between those clouds? There's a little bit of blue peeking through.
And you know what else?
What's that?
The grass looks a little bit longer and a little bit greener.
A little greener. I've had to mow a little bit more lately, and I'm not complaining. We're going to get some more rain that's going to help that grass to grow here in the next couple of days. 75 so far today. This is above average. It'll be a warm day. We won't get to the record, but know that it will be well above average this afternoon. Not so much the case tomorrow, though. We're going to go back below average thanks to a cold front. We time it out. We look at the rain chances and the weekend forecast coming up.
I strive to have a beard look like that. All right, No Shave November is underway. A lot of the men here at KSAT growing out their beards for a good cause. We are raising money for 12 different cancer foundations.
Now take a look at the leaderboard right now.
Oof.
I can't really read it from here, but I know Max Massey has some donations.
No, he doesn't. Well, he has $25, but
no, he has more than that because I just donated.
Aw, thank you, Ursula. All right, so if you want to donate, we heavily advise you to do so. Pull out the phone, scan the QR code. Every donation means so much. It's not only about prevention, helping families who are going through the seemingly unimaginable, but also trying to find a cure one day. So last year, the men of KSAT collectively, well, read it, Ursula. How much did we raise?
More than $30,000, which was the most of any No Shave November group. And all that money is going to go to cancer prevention and cancer treatment and awareness. And congratulations on last year. Let's do it again.
Let's beat it. 30,000 is the benchmark. And
I just got you on the leaderboard, man.
We'll see. We'll see.
I like it, Max.
Okay, and now Justin's going to want a donation.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll prop Max up.
Thank you.
Well, you guys do a pretty good job. And I have to keep telling people they look a little scruffy, but it's for a good cause. You know, I know when you first turn on the news, it's kind of crazy. What's going on?
We're in that in-between stage.
Yeah,
which
you're not quite there yet.
Great, but these beards will look nice. I can guarantee you. Past experience tells us so. So stick with us. Stick with us. Again, a great cause, and we appreciate all those who have donated so far. Let me show you the satellite picture. We've been kind of tracking this through the noon hour. These clouds trying to break up here over San Antonio, and now we're starting to see the sun peek out. I'm looking at some of the TransGuide shots. Sun is out. These clouds will continue to break up even more, and we'll start to see some blue sky here soon. 77 in Fredericksburg, 77 in Hondo. You can see the effect the clouds have had here on the I-35 corridor. Mid-70s, where we just haven't got the solar insulation. But down near Pleasanton and Kennedy, where the sun is out, temperatures are warmer. 85 there, 83 Kennedy. And a little closer look here at Bexar County, mid to upper 70s right now. 72 Bernie Stage, clouds are beginning to break up there. Comfort, sun is out for you, 76 where you are. At the airport, still reporting cloudy skies, but I can see the blue sky trying to shine through there. Southwesterly winds at about 8 miles per hour. Let me show you the big picture here, and we've got a frontal boundary that's sinking south right about here with some energy behind it. So that's sinking south. Meantime, we've got some energy coming in from the Pacific. So these two things kind of come together. They coincide, and that's what you like to see when it comes to rain chances. Not only that, as you probably noted this morning, some mist and drizzle. We've got good moisture at the lower levels. So all of our ingredients coming together with what we'd like to see for some decent rain chances. And I think as we head into tomorrow, they will pick up as our front comes through. We're going to show that to you here in just a second. Time it out for you. But know that tomorrow, especially late in the day, we're going to get some good rain chances. Thursday night, awful good rain chances. Friday morning, they'll start to taper off a little bit. We'll get some sort of a break here, and then rain chances actually pick back up Sunday into Monday. So a nice stretch here when it comes to rainfall. Here's a look at the forecast. We'll go to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. That front's starting to move into the hill country. Behind it, some heavier rain. As it moves through San Antonio, I'd say 10 o'clock to midday. That's when we'll get a broken line of showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder. Then behind it, showers build. And again, I think we'll see good rain chances Thursday afternoon into Thursday night. with showers and rain continuing into Friday morning before this clears out and pushes east. So the Friday morning commute could be a little bit wet. So could the evening commute tomorrow. All things to think about. And it will be windy. We'll get gusts around 30 to maybe even 35 miles per hour as this front blows through tomorrow. So know that it'll be gusty and we'll get that cool down. So winds again 30, maybe 35. And this is the timing: 7 to 9 a.m. Hill Country, 10 to noontime San Antonio, 1 to 3 closer to the coast. Temperatures go from the 70s down to the 60s. So dress accordingly. Know that in the morning it may still be warm and humid, but it won't be that way in the afternoon. And there's that chance of rain we spoke of. How much rain could we see? Well, let me show you the potential rainfall through Tuesday. So this is over the next 7 days. Good rainfall totals along the coast. Corpus Christi to Victoria, we should see some very, very healthy rain. Here around San Antonio, once you put it all together, perhaps 1 to 2 inches. And I think we'll see some lower amounts out west, but still nothing to sneeze at. These are good numbers, and we're going to see some good light rain, and that's what we need. And that's what we hope for. Okay, here's the extended forecast. 74 Thursday, 60 on Friday. That's that big cool down. You see the rain chances there. Veterans Day, 63, 20% chance of rain. And then Sunday with clouds, just not warming up that much. It's cool, honestly, all the way into early next week before we get a bit of a warm up on Tuesday.
Welcome back. We know there's a lot going on at SA Live. They even said that they have food.
Are you
Yes.
shocked?
I'm
Take a
shocked.
look.
Well, look. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got some cheesesteaks? What's going on over there?
Grunt style.
Man,
Yeah.
that's lunch right there.
Grunt's Grill, a veteran-owned, just a little bit of heaven out there with some of the food they are making. And we're going to tell you about an event coming up on Saturday that Grunt's is a part of, where veterans and future veterans can get a free meal.
That's right. And so we want you to share your love for your veterans and future veterans. Share those pictures, scan that QR code, and we'd love to see them in the show.
All right, special event going on downtown. Jen is at the Briscoe Western Art Museum.
That's right, and it's National American Heritage, Native American Heritage Month, and they are getting ready here for a big, free, family-friendly event. We're going to tell you all about it.
And speaking of family fun, how about football and tailgating?
And we've got a touchdown recipe for all those beef-loving Texans fans. It's easy, it's budget-friendly, and we can haul it and take it to the tailgate. So much fun.
Love it. Fits in a cooler from Shailene McNeil.
Annie is in town at the Majestic, and we are going to talk to Daddy Warbucks himself.